Hi, I'm Christopher,
I'm Adam.
and we're the creators of Sentinel Comics.
That's us.
We've been working on this for a long time, working on a game called Sentinels, the Multiverse since 2010, and we've been excited to be working on the Sentinel Comics role-playing game.
It is a privilege to be able to bring this to you.
Absolutely. For the past few years of storytelling, when we've been working on the Sentinels, the Multiverse card game, but also the Letters Page podcast and other places we've been doing Sentinel Comics stuff, we've been keeping a very close eye on the fact that we're leading towards this RPG. We've known about it for many years now, and we've been very excited to get to it. So a lot of the story stuff that we've been hinting at and the things we've been creating lead into some of the stuff we're doing, both the ongoing story of Sentinel Comics, but also the mechanics of how things work and how characters fit into this world.
It's also been really interesting to transition from the mode of storytelling that we were using in the card game to the mode in the RPG, because we were doing this thing with the card game where you get these snippets. You get the picture that's on there and you get the quote, and you have to piece it all together, and then we gave you a lot of that connective tissue with the podcast, but with this, we're actually laying out, here's a story that you go and you play through.
And also the backstory things that we're giving for each character and their bios and things. So this is more information than you've ever had before, but it's not to be okay, this is all the answers, but these are things that we hope spark new questions that you answer yourself in your own gameplay at your own tables. So Sentinel Comics has existed since 2010, and it's not really been a thing that has been in the public eye until 2011. But still, we've always been doing stuff in the world of Sentinel Comics, and the RPG is kind of like the capstone of all of that. Everything that we've been doing, one way or another, leads into the stuff that we're going to be doing in the RPG.
It's almost like the Sentinels of the Multiverse is one giant prequel to the story that to the jumping off point of the Sentinel Comics.
One of the things I'm really excited about with the Sentinel Comics role-playing game is that it's not just for people who know everything about Sentinel Comics. If you know all the stuff, great, you're gonna jump right in and you're gonna be fine. But we've run a ton of demos and put the game in front of a lot of people that have never encountered Sentinels the Multiverse or any other Sentinels product, or have never even played an RPG, and they just pick it right up and they get the setting. Everything is very understandable, but also
we have put a lot of focus on making it accessible.
Both in terms of the mechanics and the story and the art. The whole thing is jump right in.
If you are jumping, it's a great jumping on point for both role players and for people in the universe.
For those of you that know some of the stuff that's going on in the world of Sentinel Comics, we have some things that have been being led to with the lead up through the end of Sentinels the Multiverse, but there's also new stuff, new twists, new things that we couldn't really do in a card game format that we can do with a lot more storytelling things.
Or things that we needed to build the history out first. To make the story work.
And also, it's a great and very fertile playing ground for you to tell your own stories. We want to give you a lot of building blocks of hey, here's villains, and here's environments, and here's all sorts of different setting things. Make your own stories. You don't need to be tied to our stories. We're just kind of giving you the pieces. And so your level of engagement is kind of whatever you want.